Said in a he said nobody can see him in a versus. Who you got? Who can beat Jay-Z in a versus right now? Off the top of the head.
Future got 20 songs.
Like I said, who you think?
I really don't know. I can't really say.
What you mean?
I can't say. I saw that on Instagram and I was like, I don't know who I would pair up with Jay-Z.
I'm telling y'all, I got Diddy. I know people don't want to hear it.
Diddy?
Yeah, because Puffy don't rap, but he does music, and I think it'll be good.
Them don't count.
What?
They don't count.
Why don't count?
Because when you look at projects compared to people actually doing the song, you go hit for hit. Nobody want to. Oh, Diddy did a project with.
Come
Mace.
on, he did.
That's
Usher.
Mace song. That ain't Diddy song.
He produced it. You can do what you produced
So it's you gonna throw up somebody else's song against Hov, and you think that's gonna absolutely not.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't think that's it.
So why you think Future can do this? So I can go ahead and tell you.
Because he got 20 hit. Look, we only doing 20 for 20.
I don't know what
Future got 20 hit. I'm not saying that they gonna probably beat Hov, but I'm just saying we got.
You just saying he got the
free
music.
band. Free band got the music. We got the
I guess if you put it that way, right? Like he has the songs.
Yeah.
If you doing 20 for 20, he has the songs.
And every
but
song
I don't know
is a
if
hit.
the songs would. I don't know.
I got 20 songs. I can rap right now.
Nah.
What's wrong with me?
I honestly think Drake.
Why are you here?
I honestly think Drake, and I honestly think Kanye. I mean, but
yeah, shout out to Ye. Ye is my guy.
Drake would have to give 10. Kanye would have to give 10.
So you want
so combine them two?
Combine them two to go up against one person.
My problem is I'm looking at all these old people. So I'm in this group on Facebook where it's like everybody's ratchet auntie that wants to get it in. They're in this group. And if y'all want to know, it's called Charlotte's Secret Society on Facebook. Please look it up. All y'all ratchet, nasty aunts and uncles are in this group. And they want Busta Rhymes and LL Cool J to go against Hov. And the thing is, they're so old. They are old people. And one dude was in there. He was arguing with me. And I'm like, bro, what is your issue? He's like, you talking about Puffy. Puffy not even an artist. I'm like, he does music. It doesn't matter. Then he was like, you don't know what LL used to do. The ladies gonna love him when he take his shirt off and shit. I'm like, bro, if you don't get out of here. And then it's nasty because then they start. It's weird to see like older people be nasty. That's all.
What's the name of the group?
Charlotte Secret Society. Don't ask me how I got in there. It's like a 40-year-old minimum age.
Don't do it. You're gonna cringe.
It's great. It's great. They be in there talking about the nasty stuff they want to do. Holler at me. Do you do this during sex? It's very inappropriate. Even though it's a photography podcast, it's totally offbeat. But I'm just telling you what goes on in this group. It's great. And then they try to kick me out because they were having a party at the Holiday Inn, and I was making jokes because it was a Ritz Carlton themed party at the Holiday Inn. And I was making jokes. And this lady's like, if you got a problem, you need to speak for it. I was like, well, I said what I had to say. I didn't delete my comment. And then she was talking about wanting her back blown out later, but that was all inappropriate. All inappropriate. How's Future doing? Why are you here? Hold on. First of all, before we get here, why are you here?
So usually, we plan these dates. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's on Tuesdays, but I hit you up and told you that I was going to be off on Thursday. And you know what you told me? You was like, man, I got a pod between this time and this time. And I'm like, I ain't doing that. Let me pull up. So here I am. Voila. Abracadabra. I'm poof.
Why? You know what, man? Let me find a song, man. Because I don't.
Poof. I'm here.
I still love this song.
My off day, man.
I should have let you pick the music. It's too late. Hopefully you picked the question. You ain't got to hold the question all the time.
I do.
Hold on.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay, we can do that. But that's at the end, so you can put the notebook down. You don't like this song? I like Doja Cat. I thought we canceled her though.
I don't really do Doja.
So you canceled her?
I never really been into her.
Really? I like this song. Hold on. Can y'all hear it in your headphones? You don't even know this song, do you?
I do, but I don't listen to it.
Why you don't like Doja Cat?
Because I don't listen to her or any of these new age.
The problem I have with
man.
this song is me and my wife watching the music video. My wife over here talking about the little chocolate dude that's all in the video. I'm like, yo, what you do? She was like, look at him.
So it made you want to look at the video. And
No.
Yeah.
you fell in love with the song.
That's what it was.
I'm only playing the song now. I'm not watching the video. I don't want to see him.
You've seen the video though.
By accident. Because she
watched-
made me
I
watch
really
it.
don't even know this song.
What?
Yeah.
What is this a sample from? I feel like I've heard.
everybody to the Paid Exposure Podcast. We have an interesting podcast here today. We was about to have a snow day on Tuesday, and we had to redo it because, as everybody knows, when it's rain, snow, anything, black folks wait for the other black person to reach out and be like, yo, we still doing this? Yep. And I looked outside and I said, I'm going to let her choose. And I said, if she says no or give me any inkling that I don't have to change clothes, I'm not changing clothes this day. And we are here. I have a special guest. It's going to be an interesting podcast because I told y'all,
Yeah, please.
why?
Thank you, sir.
Because she be crawling around like a little demon and shit in this video. You
know this video.
Yeah, he do. He done watched it multiple times.
Yeah, he done watched it multiple times.
I told y'all my wife made me watch this video.
I mean,
I want to hear that.
It's getting you've watched it more than once though.
See, when she went to bed, he replayed the video like 2 or 3 times just to figure out what she
I didn't
was
do
looking
that.
at.
I didn't want to see the bruh because he was sitting in the back of the car. I didn't want to see all that.
How do you know all this?
Right.
All right, let's start this podcast. At the end of the pod, at the end of this intro, you have to say no. You can say no any way you want to, but you just got to say no, okay? She don't understand what's going on.
I got you.
Right. I'm like, huh?
All right, just say no at the end.
At the end of what?
You ready? Here we go.
I'm saying no now.
Unscripted, we keep
Not now.
it real.
You'll
Let's
see.
get it.
Wrap it up.
What? Shut up.
Wait, so I can't pay an exposure?
No.
Thank you.
Hell nah.
Okay, exactly. Oh shit, I didn't mean to keep playing Doja. All right. I want to welcome everybody to episode. What episode is this, Darnell? The one job of the reoccurring guest is to know what episode this is. So what episode is this?
I know it's in the hundreds. I'm not wrong either, so I'm right.
I want to welcome everybody to episode 108. I have a special guest. For those who not know, my barber is here. We don't know why. I didn't invite him. Did you invite him? You
I didn't. I just
Gang,
met him
gang.
today.
He is here because y'all be complaining that my hair don't be cut, and it's still not cut. Nope. My beard is looking rough. So this is the guy. So if y'all ever want your hair to look like mine, contact him today. You gonna say hey to the people? This is your camera.
I'm sorry that he looks like this, people. I am so sorry, but he does not regularly book his appointments, and I've been on his ass for the past 5-6 years.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
How much do your man pay?
he still
for
ain't got
haircuts?
right. He still ain't got right.
I honestly don't know.
So you don't do the little stuff that be on Facebook when it be like, yo, my girl left me this, and it be like the video game, the money for a haircut.
I don't do the money for a haircut. I don't do
so
that.
disrespectful.
I don't do that.
You pay for your nails?
Yeah.
Wow, you can't even
Oh
get my
my
man
But
a
I
haircut.
do a lot of other things.
Like what? You don't
Like,
give him a haircut?
I buy a lot of other stuff.
No haircut. If you had to guess how much a male haircut should be, what would you say?
I'm gonna say $40.
Damn.
Oh, that's good. That's ballpark. That's ballpark average
is
right
that-
there. I
is
like
that-
that.
is
Yeah,
that
that's
about-
ballpark.
okay.
average.
Yeah, that's ballpark. I was hoping you'd shoot
Yeah.
lower so I can have a complaint.
Nah.
Okay, no.
Nah. Yeah, please.
I'm thinking like 40.
Thank
Here's
you.
the problem I have with Darnell.
Thank you.
Me and Darnell have this beef. I was in the gym with Darnell when he wasn't charging. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been shooting.
So
with the
I
gym.
used to
love
go.
to see your friends elevate and
Absolutely.
become better.
I
That
was
part.
I was shooting with him when he was like, yo, I'm at
Support
my
is
mom's
real.
crib. You can come to the bathroom. I got the clippers. The Walmart clippers that he had that we didn't know was Walmart clippers.
Which he still has.
So I was there. When we lived together, I was still going. It was a lot to go across the hallway to get my hair cut, but I did it anyway. I didn't
3
take my
There's a lot
money.
to go across the
It was
hall.
3 steps, see.
I didn't go
3.
across the
Yeah, that's
building.
on my way. What?
I mean, not the building, the house. I could have took my money elsewhere. I dumped my old barber for him. Now, when I go to his, I got to travel about an hour to go get a cut. It's 30 minutes, but for me, it's a lot. And then I get there, I got to find him because he got his own shop now. So I got to go through the mall to find him. Then I got to sit down. The customer service don't be good. He don't ask me what I want.
He know what you want. He been cutting your hair for how long? What, 6 years?
Nah, it's been longer than that. How long you been cutting my hair? Since like
He
2010.
don't gotta ask. He already know what you
Exactly.
done.
What- oh,
Everything. You just gotta sit in the
Nothing.
chair.
All you gotta do is sit down but he complains every time.
I ain't done
What you
complaining now.
What you complaining about?
Customer service.
Your
Ask me
customer
what I
service
want.
gonna be a little different though, because you've been a client for a long time.
And the
He
price,
just complain about
the
everything.
prices
It don't
goes
matter.
up, and
The
then
seat
it's
could be cold, and he'd complain about that.
absolute. And then he put all his other little clients up on Instagram talking about some, look at this, what I done did and shit. I'm looking like, yo, bruh.
Look, where my post at?
And then he go, oh, I ain't do no designs in your head because nobody can see it because your hair blonde. That's not fair. That's bad customer service. That's actually discrimination.
He get the same haircut every time.
Because
I'm not about
you
to
choose
post.
it.
I'm not posting him every time when he get the same haircut every time. Scroll down. You can see what type of haircut he got. Scroll down. Go ahead. Scroll down the page.
But
You,
just scroll down
you
just a
on my
little bit.
page probably three times.
Yeah, they like it.
That's good enough.
They like
You
it.
want to be
Unless
posted every time.
Unless he want to cut his beard off, get a little design in the beard,
Oh, you could do that?
maybe get a bald head. You probably get
No, I'm not getting no ball.
or a man unit. I can give you a man
What the
unit.
hell is a man unit? Oh, you talking about the
Now,
lace?
if
braids.
You pop out with this man unit
With the braids.
because I've seen that.
It'd be fire though, right?
I'm
It'd be
probably
fire.
gonna fall out.
It'd be fire. I
Cut
think
the
we
whole
should do
top.
that.
Get you a man unit. You can put braids up there. You can put.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Like you've done that.
I haven't done it before, but I know how to do it.
My sister tried to tell you to
Lord
hop on that years ago, and you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, well, it's a
Look,
lot
they
of work.
apparently they get paid.
They do.
How you doing? How's the shop?
Shop is good, man. Everything.
You
is
gonna tell
good.
us about brunch?
January 16th, man. January 16th, we are sponsored by Hennessy. Of course, come by the shop. 5512 New Fashion Way. 5512 New Fashion Way, Suite 1048. Come by the shop. If you are a member, you will be able to get
I'm a
plate.
member.
Yeah, you did sign up. But you'll be able to get free food if you are a member. If you're not a member, it's only $15, and we're gonna have a DJ, man. We're gonna have a good time, man. Just come
You
by
want me
and
to
check us
DJ?
out.
Is he gonna play Doja?
No, he's not playing Doja. He's not.
All right.
But come check us out.
Shout out to him. His haircuts is expensive as hell, but they good. I ain't gonna lie
Absolutely.
to y'all. I told him I'm not going up no more.
You at the price that you.
He grandfathered in.
Yeah.
That's what That's
I
how
wanna-
he feel. He feel like he grandfathered.
I want to be
in.
grandfathered into what it was when we was at his mom's house.
The price done went up though.
$15. Haircuts ain't cost $15.
The price.
Milk don't even cost $1 no more.
Right.
I was never around when it was $1.
You was
It was
born.
$2. Yeah.
was here?
Yeah, I wasn't buying it, man. So we have a special guest. How did I meet you so I can like jazz it up and lie and try to make it seem like you was mean to me? Okay, great, got it. So I was booked by another client, so I show up. And so I'm asking this client, I'm like, hey, like, what am I doing? You know, who am I about to shoot? And she said, oh, it's a group of therapists. We're all here. Everybody was cool. So, you know, the person I'm meeting, she's black. So another lady walks in. She's black. I said, oh, shit. Third lady walks in. She's black. Was you late? You was late.
I was a little late. Just a tad bit late. But
Late.
I can't but I got there.
You got there. And so this young lady walks in. And so how did it happen? I'm trying to figure out how the conversation happened because we was just sitting outside and you was just sitting there looking off, not speaking to me. Rude.
I was not being rude. I wanted to make sure that you captured me how I needed to be captured for these pictures.
And so then it comes to find out I knew your husband because
did
I
his-
think I said something to you and you was like,
You did his photo. You did a photo shoot
for him.
For him.
And I think even there in shooting, you was like, you know who my husband is. I was like, I don't know nobody.
You know what?
See?
You did a wedding too. I was in a wedding. My friend, you did her wedding.
Who?
Marissa.
That's the homie though.
Marissa.
Hand claps for Marissa.
Hand clap for Marissa.
And claps. Congratulations.
We
Marissa.
was at another wedding. The wedding I did in Atlanta. Remember I came to Atlanta and I saw you? Marissa's friend Stephanie, that was her wedding. Funny enough, at Stephanie's wedding, sorry Marissa, if you don't want the story to be said, we could just say it's not about you. So we at Stephanie's wedding and Marissa was standing and she was like, oh, let me do the pose on how I got pregnant. And then it was totally inappropriate, but it was funny as shit because she bent over and we was laughing our ass off. Shout out to Marissa. That is the homie. She is super funny. And I wanted to see Stephanie last time I came down there to Atlanta, but I was at the Vortex drinking and scratched her rental car.
I swear that's your favorite restaurant in Atlanta.
And I didn't get the insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, you was playing.
$1,300 gone.
Sad
So
holiday.
what we need right now, you have to tell us your name. We've been talking for 15 minutes and they don't know your name.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all my name. My name is Cierra Grice. I am a therapist here in the Charlotte area.
Oh shit. Go ahead.
I've been a therapist now for about 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I'm an advocate for therapy. Everybody.
Well, they don't go to
Everybody
therapy.
Everybody can use it.
Everybody can.
Everybody can use it.
Absolutely.
So why do you think, all right, let me ask you this. Do you think therapy is like a hot topic Because the reason why I say that is because I feel like sometimes people like to make it seem like they go to therapy or they tap in, and it seems like a hot word right now. It's like, oh, I'm in therapy or I do therapy, and it's not. Do you feel like it's like a hot thing to just say? And
I do. I think sometimes people agree with it, right? Because they feel like that's just what I should say in the moment, even though they really might not be into the whole therapy thing. I feel like therapy for a long time has had this stigma.
okay,
So when people hear therapy, they automatically think, oh my gosh, you're crazy.
yeah,
And they associate the two. If you go to therapy, it's something seriously wrong with you. And that's not the case.
Do you ever come across people that do it to stay like on a certain path? Like, I don't want to use the word sane, but just to stay calm and stay centered.
Yeah.
Do you come across those type of individuals?
Yeah, all the time.
That's what we got to start preaching more of.
We do.
But it happens. What did you go to college at? I just want to see you say it. That's all.
Okay. So I went to North Carolina A&T State
That's where I should have
University.
went. Okay. You're not going to throw up the whatever y'all throw up?
No, I'm not.
That's so
But
disrespectful.
I went there for undergrad, and then I went to North Carolina Central University for grad school. So I get a lot of slack for that, because it's like how you go from being an Aggie
To an Eagle.
But I'm like, hey, let me do what I do.
And Central in the hood.
Yes.
It was a little dangerous. I went over there for a photo shoot. It was dangerous. I was scared.
I left from class one evening. I had evening classes, and I left probably like around 7, and it wasn't even dark outside. I'm riding down the road. I'm on the phone, and literally I saw a whole shootout go on. And I was like, oh my God.
Did you snitch?
I kept going.
Wow.
Like, I guess the boy was trying to rob the store, and the owner came out and was like shooting at him. He was shooting back. And I was just like, I just saw all of this happen. I was like, oh yeah, let me get to the house.
All right. So
Jesus.
we have an issue. I'm we. I was telling you a little bit about this off mic. And feel free to hop in wherever you want to. Even though you're not supposed to be here.
Come on, man.
I had an issue. It might have been like right around the pandemic. It might have been right when I had met you guys. But I was in a situation where I'm online and I'm following all these photographers, right? Because this is a photography podcast. And so today we want to talk about why photographers' mental health is super important for you and also just the entrepreneurs in general. So I'm going through this situation and I'm realizing I'm following all these photographers and I am finding myself like down, getting upset about the business part of things. Mentally, I wasn't there. I wasn't focused. And I was like in this rut. And I remember saying during that time, I need to go see a therapist of some sorts. The reason why we have you here is because I remember going through that time and I reached out to a friend of mine. Shout out to Jay. I tell the story all the time. And I reached out to her and she said, it seems like you are trying to be somebody that you are not. And I got stuck in that mode and I realized she was right. And so as I kept going through this, I got out of that rut, so to speak. And I remember talking to other photographers and they were going through the same issues. And I remember talking to them and I would tell some of them, I'm like, oh, go see a therapist, go reach out to somebody. Because I think, and then at that time I was speaking to one of my friends who was actually a therapist and we was having this whole conversation. And so I wanted to bring you on to talk about why mental health is important for entrepreneurs, because you're talking to a full-time barber, you're talking to me as a photographer, and sometimes we don't realize that our mental health is important, especially to give great customer service that we don't get at the barbershop.
My customer service, I say, is probably like a 9.5 out of
See
10.
how he get distracted? That's how you know he lying.
It becomes a 6 when you have personal relationships with your clients. Right?
Men lie all the time when they get distracted.
He get the short end of the stick, and that's only because, it's reciprocated to me when he sit down. So it is what it is. We ain't really got to talk about our relationship when it comes to mental health, but outside of us, the clients that we deal with, that's where I'm at with it.
I'm sorry. Next time
Never mind him. God.
So the point is, why do you believe that mental health is important for entrepreneurs?
Mainly because you can't pour from an empty cup. When you're an entrepreneur, that's not easy. That's not an easy task at all, right? So from starting your business all the way up to them points where you're not sure if it's going to make it or not, you going to have a lot of challenges in your life personally in addition to your business. And so if mentally you're not in a good space, how can you really pour into your business the way that you need to when you have daily stressors that's going to also kind of pop up, right? So for me, entrepreneurship, I know a lot of entrepreneurs and I know how difficult it is, especially when you mention social media, right? Yeah. You are on social media and it's easy to compare where other people are in their journey and where you feel like you should be. And sometimes you try to model or mimic what someone else is doing and that may not even be your thing, so to speak. Yeah. And so you get kind of tied up in what should I do? How should I do my business like this to get whatever their result is, even though we're in two different spaces?
Absolutely. How can people start? You mentioned stressors, right? So I realized during that time, one of my stressors was Instagram. Even though we talking about social media. And so I'm realizing and I'll give you a perfect example. I'm realizing that I get on Instagram and I see, shout out to Ted. I see what he's doing and he's a traveling photographer, right? And he's shooting all these people and they're big name people. The work is good. And I get here and then I get an email and I'm just like, yo, I'm stressed out because I'm thinking about what he's doing. But then now I got this client in front of me. It's not that. How can people start recognizing their stressors?
I would definitely say you got to have some self-awareness. Like you really have to have a sense of self-awareness and know what things may stress you out. So example, social media, right? If you're a person who's investing a lot of time into social media and you find yourself comparing, right? That's a way for you to realize like, okay, hey, let me take a step back. I'm pouring a lot of energy into social media and what I see and what I'm trying to mimic. How is that influencing how I'm producing my service, my business? How is that affecting the quality that I may be able to provide to the client that's in front of me? So you really got to have some self-awareness about what those things could be, which is not always easy to recognize. It really is going to take some time to really reflect on, okay, what's happening right now?
Let me ask you this because I want you to speak on setting boundaries if that's possible. And the reason why I want to do that because I imagine it might be tough for you as a barber. You have relationships with certain people. Yeah. And I'm not speaking of like your friends that's now your clients or vice versa, but maybe your clients. First of all, let me ask you this. Do you ever have a time where clients now become friends?
Yes.
So how do you ever have a problem with or do you have rules set in place where you don't cross certain lines with those individuals, with certain clients so you can keep boundaries or even boundaries within your friends that are now your clients as well?
There are certain relationships that I have with clients and those relationships that I have with clients, they stay in the shop. So I don't have relationships with clients outside of work unless we can click on another level. And I was going to ask you this too. Is there a blurred line between a barber and a therapist? Is there a difference? But, when it comes to that, and I'm going to let you answer that question. To answer your question, it's more so the relationship and the conversation that you have with these people. I can't pour into a client everything that I deal with outside of work. Because if I do, then it becomes personal. And he becomes a part of my personal life, which means, that energy that he's pouring into me, I'm pouring into him, it can go beyond just that chair. So I don't usually, talk to my clients about outside problems or outside relationships that I have with other friends, or even just stuff that I deal with at home, man. Everything just be kind of surface level, unless, people come in and a dude telling me that, his wife kicked him out the house, made him sleep on the couch. I get those type of clients. It's crazy because, sometimes men, they want to vent. They can't vent to their wife. They don't go to therapy. And, they don't have friends that they can kind of talk to. So, a barber, I think is the next person.
Like the hood therapist.
We like I don't know. I don't even know if that's,
before you
a
go,
title, but
I'm laughing.
That's crazy.
I'm laughing because we always assume when women go get their hair done, they be in there. We call it gossip, but they be
gossip.
Yeah, and then
it is.
Because Brittany just told me last night. She was like, "Oh, my hairstylist was talking to me about all these dudes that she be talking to," and she was like, "Man, shut up," because
I'm laughing because at the barbershop, dudes be doing the same thing, but they don't want chicks to know. They don't want women to know, like, oh, we be in there talking.
But if it's a shop full of men, like they'll air their dirty laundry.
Yeah, it'd be tough. Absolutely. So how do people keep those, they don't blur the lines as far as boundaries?
I agree with what he said. Like, you have to know that if you start to disclose your personal issues or things that's going on in your personal life with your customer, now you guys are kind of joined, so to speak. And that's something that a lot of people do try to stay away from. So I like when he said, you know, the conversations and things that we have in the shop, you know, that's stay at the shop.
Surface.
So unless they, like he said, they click on a different level, then that's different. But you gotta have those boundaries in place, because if not, it can be more stressful, because now you're mixing, you're putting everything in a pot and you're stirring it all together, and it's like you don't have any. They're not separate.
What about clients that come to you and they want to tell you their problems? What you supposed to do? Listen, be quiet.
I think that's her job, though. Like,
I
she
listen-
has to.
Well, I ain't talk about her.
I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot. I
know you do.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
I thought you was talking about
hear-
her in general.
I'm speaking of, for like me and him, we deal with clients, right? And we're trying to keep those boundaries, but sometimes they come to us and they come into a session. We probably spend the same amount of time with clients, almost an hour. Hell, you do too. And so you come there, but this is your job. This is your livelihood with us. But sometimes with us, they'll come to us and be like, oh, they want to tell us who they dating, who they messing with. Or, hey, I know you know this person. Because some of my people I shoot, it's relationships where this person knows this person know that person. And it's like people pour stuff onto you. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just want to be like, bruh. Or for me, it'd be like, yo, shorty or guy or whoever. I don't care.
It's comical.
I don't have time.
It's comical to me.
Sometimes it'd be funny, and sometimes we do cross that line. Like, oh, this is funny. So what's the update, right?
Right.
And then next thing you know, you like, damn, I'm into their business.
You in too deep.
Right.
Yeah, but what do you have any advice for entrepreneurs or anything entrepreneurs can do? I guess kind of going back to just drawing boundaries or saying like, yo, don't fall in that, or should we just send them to you?
You could definitely send them to me. if they, you could send them to me. But I think it's gonna be. You have to know what you want those boundaries to look like. You can't control what they're gonna come into your chair or in front of you and say, but you can control how you respond to it.
Absolutely.
You can control if you are going to let them know, like, oh, I've been through something similar, right? Like, you start disclosing your own personal stuff, right?
True.
So that's something that you can control. You can't really control if someone's gonna come sit in your chair and then they just gonna start pouring it out.
Right. I can't.
Because they gonna do that either way. So boundaries more along the lines of, if someone discloses something to me, I'm not gonna chime in and say, hey, I've experienced that too, or start giving them backstory on things that you've gone through in your personal life, because then it starts to get too
deep.
Too deep.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a part. Can you go start that camera?
Coke, and before we move on, Coke, I honestly think with me and you, as far as being entrepreneurs, I think there's clients that we do get that we can relate to or have similar interests in. So, I mean, I think with those people, I feel like we are comfortable enough to, I would say have a further relationship, or, have a relationship outside of what we do. Photography or just cutting hair, man. I feel like those are the people that we can kind of like, talk to, or I would say have a relationship with outside of work. And, the people, I would say we can put people in different, categories, or put people in a place where I say, all right, cool, you over there. I'm not going to talk to you about this, or I'm not going to pour into you about this. I'm going to keep our connection at bay. And then you have these other people that you be like, all right, cool, we good, you cool. I can hang with you outside of work.
Yep, but never mind. I say that off air.
You know what I'm saying? And
me and him share. Never mind. I can't even say that part.
Say it. Shoot it.
I'm going to bleep this. This is at the 30-minute mark. Me and him share a client. And it was one of those blurred lines where that client was thinking like, we're friends.
Wow.
See, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. And so it was one of them things where it was just like, I'm not even bleeping that. Because we share several clients. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So anyway, it was one of those things. Let me tell you what I can't stand as an entrepreneur. And I tell you, since we have a professional in the house, I deal with this. I have clients that come to me, let's say models per se, and they shoot with other photographers, right? And so they'll come and they'll share mess from over there. And so you have a model, they'll bring me mess, and then I'm listening. And then another model will come and be like, oh, I shot with this photographer and they said they heard from another model this about you. And it's like this big circle. And so I get stuck in those things where I'm just like, yo, I don't care about this. And I know, and then it gets tough when you start hearing lies about yourself.
Right.
And it's really just because of the type of people I deal with. No offense to y'all that's listening. Well, never mind, I don't care. And so but now my clientele has changed. So I had to get out of that rat race of like, my clientele has changed now. So now I'm dealing with moms who don't have time. They got pregnancy brain. They got more important stuff on them. Or I deal with people that's branding clients who are more concerned about their business. But that was something I was dealing with in it. Then at that time, because nothing's more funny when you hear a rumor about yourself and you like, I know exactly who that came from, and I don't know that person.
I say believe it. Run with it.
Please make it be good. Yeah. Make sure you tag me.
Make sure the story is good, because I love a good story.
See him. See how he be. I don't know why he.
I love a good story.
So I have an interesting part of the podcast. It is the questions that we need answered. Now we have a therapist in the room, or do you like to be called? What you want to be called? Therapist, counselor?
You can call me a therapist.
Okay, cool. You know what? I took. I actually looked it up because you study sociology, right? Mm-hmm. See, don't ask how. I did my research.
You're doing your research.
I clicked on my name, your name. So anyway, I studied psychology for like a semester at UNCC, and my teacher told me, nah. He was like, this not for you. Because I couldn't pass shit. He was like, bruh, this not for you. So, I look at myself as a hood therapist of some sorts.
Okay.
You done been in my sessions. We spoke. I got to know you better. You done been in my...
We lived together for 5 years. So
he like, I know you will.
Yeah, I mean...
we never argued living together.
Never? Not one time?
Nah, we said we didn't want to do that when we moved in together.
We actually did. We had an exchange of differences. And...
That's probably where all this stemmed from.
Maybe it's just different for guys. Have y'all ever heard that friends should not be roommates? Y'all have never heard that?
No.
Maybe that's a woman thing. I've heard that a lot. Like,
friends should not go into business together.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
But I've definitely,
And we was cool. We've been knowing each other for too long. It's a long story. Our parents knew each other when they was teenagers.
Tallahassee. They from Tallahassee. Tallahassee, actually, Florida. But, we call it Tallahassee.
Now I got to explain that our moms are from there.
Yeah.
And saying that our moms is from a city called Tallahassee is highly inappropriate.
Yeah.
The point is this. Our moms knew each other in Florida. Our dads knew each other in Charlotte. And then they met, and now we know each other. But I was closer to his brother. And so, but when we moved in together, we didn't argue. It was never like, yo, he go in his room, shut the door, he ain't talking to me. It was never that. You know what I'm saying? And it was actually a lot of fun. And then I had to kick him out once I got married.
Yeah.
And I like to say I kicked
him out. The agreement was thrown in the trash. Gasoline.
Yeah, we had a contract, and it was stupid. The contract
was real stupid. I don't know why he.
And it was like a 6-month contract. This is totally off key. We are all base. This is the point where you, the therapist, get to answer these questions from our esteemed listeners. Okay.
Okay.
This is from Jamal. Do you know any Jamals?
I don't.
Okay. This might be from the Jamal that you don't know.
I don't know no Jamals.
How old are you? Sorry, that's not a question that you ask a female.
And then I was about to text,
but I'm sure you're either same age or older or younger. And you've been on this earth a while for you not to know a Jamal or Jamal.
Not personally, like somebody that I know.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've heard of the name Jamal.
Her ex probably named Jamal.
Nah.
Jamal said he's newly married and he's finding it difficult to find a work-life balance. Any advice? He trying to get a free session out of here. So you got to give him a little bit and then tell him to book.
Tell him to book you.
Okay, let me see. trying to have a work-life balance.
Because he's married, newly married.
Got to make it a priority. That's
What?
the best thing I can say. You have to make
his marriage or
like anything that you want to do.
It's a real bland answer right there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you was talking about work or you talking about the marriage.
So
I'm following you.
Work and marriage, right? You gotta have a balance. So
Absolutely.
you have to prioritize. Like being newly married. Me and my husband been married 2 years.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, congrats.
Hold on. Let me give you some.
Yeah.
So I get it. 100%. You have to prioritize and like make time. I mean, literally schedule time, and that's just what it is. So if Saturdays is our day date or whatever, That's what we gonna do. I'm not gonna change my plans due to anything else. This is a priority. We gonna make it happen. Same thing with work. I work a lot, so I know how sometimes that can be a challenge, but you have to maybe give yourself a time frame, right? So after a certain time, not looking at nothing work related. Because if not, you could be looking at work stuff all night. And then when you go to sleep, you dreaming about work. And then you waking up and then you thinking about work. You got to have some type of boundary with the amount of time too, once you get home, that you're going to put into thinking about work or doing anything work related.
It's tough because me and him, all three of us are married. And so we don't, our wives aren't entrepreneurs, so to speak, like full time.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want to speak for him, but I know for me in my house, my wife ain't listening, so it's cool. Sometimes it gets tough to explain like why I have to do certain things.
Yeah.
Being a full-time entrepreneur, and sometimes she just don't understand. So sometimes I find myself trying to explain, and I had to learn also like that work-life balance. Like, come next year, I won't be shooting after a certain time on Sundays, and I won't be shooting on Mondays. I had to do that because it was like every day I was shooting, and then I get home tired at 5 or whatever doing shooting, and then she's just like, I mean, are you gonna sit on the couch with me for 2 hours and watch TV? And I'm like, sure. And then I'll be sleepy because I gotta wake up, you know. So it's cool that you're saying that. So I met you right around the time you got married. Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you.
Congrats.
Oh,
I feel like it's the same though for me, entrepreneurs in general. Just trying to find a work balance and
yeah,
and just kind of letting. It's kind of hard to explain to somebody who is not an entrepreneur the amount of work that you have to put in on a daily basis, and still try to find a balance. You know, like, all right, cool, because at the end of our explaining, it's like, all right, yeah, fuck all that. Like, I'm still need that.
So when we gonna have our time,
right? Like, I get what you're saying, but I hear what I'm saying.
No, I get that.
And
which is why it was dope that y'all went on y'all vacation,
right?
And it's sometimes I have to do that.
You have to take time out and just kind of set dates and set time and set trips, plan trips and plan date nights, and just kind of put in more effort. Like, a lot of people before I got married, a lot of men told me, me being a barber, people sitting in my chair, congratulations. It's tough. The first year is tough. They always tell people when they get married, the first year is gonna be tough. For me, it wasn't as tough, but there is understanding that needs to actually go forward, so we're not looping in the same dynamic that we've been doing for so long. Like, with us, before me and my wife got together, like, it was all peachy keen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have any type of I would say, like, we wasn't like real big on, like, I don't know, I don't even know how to say it. It's just crazy. Like, just being married is just, you just change. You know what I'm saying? Who you are as a person change. And with me being an entrepreneur, I have to just make time. That's all. Just make time and put in the effort.
You have to.
That's
make
it. Just
the
put
time.
in the effort. That's all.
If you don't do nothing else, you got to put in the time.
Yeah, just,
you got to put in the time. That's why I say, like,
that's crazy.
Planning your dates, sticking to that. I'm all for, whenever you're having date night, let's maybe not have our phones on us, because that's a distraction. If
Gavin keep calling me when I
you can call him when he on his date.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
See, you need to leave your phone in the car,
Right.
or either have it on do not disturb. So
not leave it in the car.
Yeah, like, you
What
just
if I need to reach him?
You just want to be able to, in that moment, like, and because with entrepreneurship, it's so kind of hard to be able to give that time.
Right.
When you have it, you want it to be enjoyable, and you want, your person to feel like you're 100% here and you're
Undivided.
not on your phone talking to your clients about can they get you in.
He hates when his clients do that.
My God.
So you got to
do not
kind of
even
like
know.
put a time to like, we on a date, like, do not disturb. I can check my phone once I get home, or,
It's
whatever
like
case may be.
it's like somebody texting you and asking you, I know, I see a slot open. Can I get in that slot? Knowing that you didn't put the link already on your website, telling them, like, look, if you want to book, see
This
what
what
I
you
have
need
on
to
my
do.
book. It ain't like you gonna look on my website and not see any openings and then call me and be able
they
to
don't
get
care.
an opening. No, that's not how it works. If you don't see nothing there, you're not gonna get nothing when you call me or text me.
No, I get that.
You're not.
I told you he get upset. He's an angry guy. Let's talk about Tiffany right quick. Any tips? We just talked about this. Any tips to fix self-awareness issues? My team of 4 doesn't seem to accept or interpret what I'm saying. I'm not sure if it's communication or a self-awareness issue. Maybe they don't like you, Tiff.
It might be communication.
You know anybody named Tiffany?
I don't. I don't know anybody personally named Tiffany, but I've heard of the name Tiffany.
I say this every episode. I hate when guests come on and they want to lie to me.
I don't know anybody personally named Tiffany.
I know somebody named
Tiffany before.
She said, you have any tips for self-awareness issues? My team of 4 doesn't seem to accept or interpret what I'm saying. I'm not sure if it's a communication or a self-awareness issue.
It could be both.
Communication.
I feel like it could be both because sometimes with the communication piece, I'm not really sure how they communicate these. If she has concerns, how they communicate it with each other, but you might need to have a sit down and everybody kind of like pour their ideas or thoughts about whatever the issue may be laid out on the table so we can kind of have an open dialogue about it. Because sometimes the issue too is people really just don't know. Right. So that's where that self-awareness comes into play. Because if you're really not self-aware, they may not view whatever the issue is. They may not see it as an issue.
Gotcha.
Say.
That makes sense. That's what you got to do at work tomorrow.
I mean, I think mental health is important in her situation. Only because.
Oh, you talking about Tiffany?
Yeah, it's important in her situation because,
Tiffany, she don't know.
She's allowed to gain emotional intelligence. She's allowed to be empathetic. To the 4 people that she works with. You know what I'm saying? She's allowed to read the body language, pick up on voice and tones and attitudes and things like that, where she's able to work with not only one person there, but everybody. And everybody is different. Everybody is different. So if you just get the base or the premise of, what's going on at whatever, I don't even know what she do, but I feel like you can put that into every
I got a random
aspect of
question.
life.
Never mind. It's a question for your husband.
Okay. I might not be able to answer it then.
Nah, I want to know what it's like dealing with somebody who does this for a living.
I can answer that.
Does what?
What she does? Like be married to a therapist, dog.
That's
he
crazy.
Will hit me with is this the therapist that I'm talking to? And I'm like,
I would be petty like that.
I would do that.
And I'll be looking at you like, yeah. I want to hear what she gonna say.
Yeah. So I get that a lot. Ask me in different situations, like, are you like over analyzing what's going on right now? And I'm like, nope. I turned that therapist hat off. That's not where I'm at. That's not where I'm at.
Do you feel like in those type of conversations, do you feel like you're always like right?
Do I feel like I'm always right? No. I don't feel like I'm always right.
How do you feel about people who think they always right?
Nobody's always right.
I am, but it's okay.
Nobody's always right. Nobody's always right.
Nobody's always right. I'm glad you said that. As a therapist,
even me.
Coach, she's a therapist. She's a therapist.
Like, when I have clients who come to me and sometimes they're like hesitant, right? Because they're like, I'm nervous about this. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, right? I'm human too, just like anybody else.
Okay.
Right? And so I'm not even always right.
Okay.
In my personal life, how I might handle things might not always be right.
Right.
Cool.
And so we got to just know. Sometimes you're going to make an error or two, right?
I might have made one error in my life.
2.
I'm going to lean on the 2.
Maybe 3. It's
Only
a snowball effect.
Nobody is always right.
It's a snowball effect.
For me. It's okay, though.
No.
Did you just roll your eyes at me?
No. We can't make that exemption, no.
Look, only time I was wrong with him, I told him he should have waited to go to barber school. He didn't listen to me, and he was right.
Yep.
That was the only thing.
I was right.
That's the only time I've ever been wrong. He was definitely right.
So you've never been wrong any other time?
Yes, he has been. I mean, if we want to air dirty, we're not going to air dirty laundry. If we want to talk about
in denial right now.
If we want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But
See how he tried to do me? Look. All right, we got one more question here. Will you just answer her question? That's not fair. I need to stop. Never mind. It's going to make a hood ass pod. So for those who don't know, our guests always see the questions before. So you kind of answer the question. It was a girl who said she was, Andrea said, do you know Andrea?
I do. I have a friend named Andrea.
Ooh,
fair enough.
Is it Andrea or is it Andrea?
Andrea.
And she said she was low during COVID. She just mentally, she wasn't there, and she's feeling better now, but she doesn't know if she should go to therapy. Do you think it's needed? I'm sure you're going to say yes.
Yes.
She should come see you.
Yes. Come see me. I mean, therapy, like I said earlier, we have to take our mental health important, and we cannot allow the stigma surrounding therapy to keep us in a space where we're not addressing the things that we need to address. Sometimes you may find yourself in a good space, but again, we all have daily stressors, life changes, and sometimes you need a safe space to unpack different things. And I've had people come to therapy and literally come for one specific thing, and many other things come out from that one specific thing.
Yeah.
So you never really know the impact that it could have unless you give it a try.
Okay.
I need my black people to stop.
Stop what? I need to stop doing two things with therapy, but go ahead.
Well, I need them to start looking up pricing for things before saying, "Oh, it's too expensive."
Yeah,
you don't even know. You don't even know how much therapy costs, and you telling me I don't want to go to therapy. That thing is too expensive.
That's an excuse.
That's too expensive.
Right?
That's like life insurance.
And that's something that they've probably heard. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's just
Right.
too
It's
expensive.
too expensive.
I can't afford it. And it's just like,
I just need my black people to just do better.
I need us to stop lying, saying that we're going when we're not. And then two, I need people, I guess the third thing would be that as well, what you said. But my second thing I would say is like, shit, what was my second thing?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. The point is go. And I was one of those people who I used to just assume it was expensive. And then I looked up and I was like, all right. And it was funny. A guy I know, damn, I was going to shout him out. I forgot his name. He going to be mad too. He the homie too. Anyway, I was talking to him, whoever this mystery guy was, and he was going to therapy. And I was like, you good? And that was my question to him. He goes, yeah. He said, honestly, man, he started going when he was, his wife got pregnant. And he was like, he wanted to clear up some things about his relationship with his dad, and that was scaring him. And he's like, bro, I went and I just never stopped. And his kid is like 2. And I was like, so how is it? He was like, man, I treat it like a bill. He's like, any other bill. He's like, you know, if I go out with my boys this weekend, I'm probably gonna spend the same amount if I went to therapy that week. He's like, so I treat it like a bill. He's like, I do extra work so I can pay this because it makes my life. He's like, it makes my life easier, it makes home easier, it makes work easier, and it's super amazing. So that too, definitely go to
I like
therapy.
that you said that. Because people make time for what
for
they want to
anything.
make time for. So if you telling me
Can I
that,
get a hand clap for that?
yes.
Yep.
Because if you telling me therapy,
Like podcasting.
Stop.
if therapy is
Stop.
something that you feel would be beneficial, you gonna find out how much it costs and you're gonna make it happen.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it's not gonna be an excuse, because I think about how much money we spend on just random stuff anyway. DoorDash.
Oh, absolutely. That shit
Grubhub.
expensive.
Like, that's a session right
Food
there.
every night.
Yeah.
And they only doing it because their girl can't cook, but that's another subject.
Whole nother subject.
What I was gonna say is stop judging people that go get therapy. That's all. That was my second thing. All right. Before we get up out of here, I want to know, where do y'all want to start at? What you want for Christmas, your goals, or do we want to talk about Meg? Or should we start with summer? Let's talk about summer.
Yeah, let's talk about summer.
Because I have an issue. I text this to you. Did you see what Summer did with London? Besides clown him. First of all right, I'm gonna read this out, and I know this is gonna be interesting. So this is from Summer to London. She wrote, "Your mom coming with you tomorrow?" He wrote, "Yeah." She wrote back, "I'm finna call you to say goodnight. Do you mind sending me a pic of Bubbles' room when you get back to the house? Thanks." Yes, with a question mark. That was an hour later. She wrote him again and said, "London, can you please send me a pic of where she's sleeping, please, for a peace of mind." She wrote again at 10 o'clock. "I'm assuming she's in the bed. I just wanted to see her in bed so I can get sleep in peace. But you're ignoring me as usual. Okay." Then she wrote back. He wrote back at 10:30. Come on, man. Just chill. He wrote back, "She's asleep. She's sleeping in her bed. She's fine. Please let me enjoy my child." She wrote back. See, didn't I tell him to chill? She wrote back, "Just send a picture then. Why is this so hard? I've never seen her room. I want to see where she's sleeping. Can you please answer the FaceTime real quick?" Then she wrote, "Oh my gosh, you're the only person I have to worry about with her." See, that's rude. That's messed up. Hold on, that's not what we're here to do. When she goes to my mom's or the nanny, they just send a pic or FaceTime me before she goes to sleep. You never do it. You always make me have to worry. Then she wrote, "LOL, I think you get something out of stressing me out every single time. If she doesn't have a room, then just say that." First of all, do you do couples therapy?
No.
Damn.
That's one thing I'm just like,
I guess we can't go to see
No.
her.
Yeah,
with
no.
her
Cause you the feds? How you get that? How you get that conversation?
Oh, I know people that know Summer. And
Oh, you the feds.
Nah, well,
Feds
I know.
asleep.
I just follow. I just follow.
Nah.
What is your thoughts about
That was
this?
a lot.
That was
I was mad that we all saw that on social media.
right.
For one,
That.
I'm like, we've already seen their drama like unfold before, so like, we
Absolutely.
didn't really need to see
No, we didn't
all
see
of
that.
that. Some things you just gotta, y'all need to handle that
Right.
outside of us.
Why do parents think the other parent will put their child in a uncomfortable or
Harmful.
a harmful situation or position? Why is that? Why do y'all? You know,
I'm with you on that. When
it get personal.
so for, I hate her.
It get real personal.
Okay, if you want a book, see, you need to go on her website, book her directly,
Like, damn.
and I think you can file through your insurance to get some kickback. I don't know.
Like, why would I, as the father, put my child in a harmful situation to the point where you feel like, you know, they not safe?
I mean,
Why you feel like they're not safe? So you want to cover all bases and all grounds
and
to
this
the
is,
point where like,
so this is kind of where I'm at with Summer. I think that when all of the drama had came out before with him and the other kid's mom,
Right.
she kind of was on his side, right?
Yeah.
And then things switched. So it's like, was he really this guy that these other women said that
He was.
He was. And
he
you
was.
were
believe it.
trying to cover it up a little bit.
She baby mama number 4. She had to know.
Yeah.
They had to warn her, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and I
they
think she
did.
probably saw some of it. I think she probably saw some of it too. So it's like I'm looking at it from both sides, right? Like I can understand her wanting to know, like,
I got a ratchet
as a
question for
parent.
you if you ready.
what? What's your ratchet question?
At what baby mama number is it your fault? Like you had to know. Here's my question. That's the question. But the backstory is this. She's baby mama number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you baby number.
Whole time.
If you if you baby mama number 1, maybe your dude is trash and you just don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
maybe
like,
if
possible.
you baby mama number 2.
Oh, you had some.
But maybe baby mama number 1 didn't warn you, and he could have lied on baby mama number 1, so you still don't know.
Okay. So we get the baby mama number 3.
Now we number 3. All I'm saying is Summer's baby mama number 4. What number for me is number 3? It's like number 3. You got to know something ain't clicking, or maybe I'm just completely wrong.
No, I could go with that.
Nah, I'm going with 1. Shoot, you gotta pay attention to the signs. Just pay attention to the signs of that
I hate him.
that dude or that female. I mean, and vice versa. I mean, if you see signs and you ignore the signs, then that's your fault.
But you know what the issue
Here you
is?
go. Come
when
on.
you're dating someone, right?
Jamal
It's
that you used to date.
I ain't date a Jamal. But what I'm saying is, when you are dating somebody, a lot of times you overlook those red
You in a
flags.
honeymoon stage, you blinded by the light.
You blinded by a lot of things. You blinded by a lot of things, and to the point that you don't see it until afterwards. And
Until
you're
it
like,
happens.
wait a minute now. Now it's making sense.
And they tell you don't really know somebody until you move in with them, marry them, or have kids with them.
And I did
God,
one with him.
man,
I agree with that.
It was terrible.
that's right. But I mean, the
terrible,
the first relationship. All I'm saying is, one of those things had to happen. Y'all was either living with each other, or you went over there and you seen the living situation, or there was like certain things like. You was probably in the car. Y'all was at McDonald's in the drive-thru, and you know she said, "I wanted this," but changed her order, and then he barked at you, and you like, "Oh shit!"
No,
But then
for
he
real.
got home and he gave you some good, and you forgot about what the hell he just did in the McDonald's line. So I mean, there's different
You
things
shouldn't be
that
eating
you.
at McDonald's.
That's
Sorry.
besides the point. Okay, Burger King. Ugh.
I just think people
Taco
can
Bell.
be blinded. Like we ignore what's right in front of us. And I think Summer ignored a lot of what was
Absolutely.
already there. And then
poor-
after
poor
they
young lady.
ended
Poor
and she
Walker.
moved on, she was able to see it then.
He said, "Poor Walker." Shut up. Shut up.
Poor Walker.
All right. Meg Thee Stallion graduated from college. Hand clap?
Her fine
Yes,
ass.
I think that deserves
She
a
is
hand
fine.
clap.
Man,
I think that deserves a
God,
hand
you
clap.
seen her before she was
She was cute then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cute.
Megan
is the
always been cute,
She
though.
the type of chick who I would have like wanted to go out there in college.
Nah, she scared a lot of men.
Tall.
She scared
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
like
men.
that.
She's
Even though
stallion,
my
stallion
girl's short.
for real.
Yeah, I would have definitely at school. I would have been like,
That's
That's
it.
it?
That's it.
that's
right
it right there.
That's
I was
it.
a guy at the club who used to like try to go dance with the girl that was too tall, and like you had to be like 6'5" to dance with. I was definitely like, yo, what's good?
I know you married now, but is it because of they just tall, or because of the legs? Is it
I used to
because
like tall girls, but my wife is the first woman I ever met spoke to.
Yeah, she the only one.
Yeah, I don't know no.
Shout out to Rena.
Yeah, shout out to my wife. You gotta meet my wife. She's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to meet.
That's what. She.
That was shady.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like we do gotta meet.
Hand claps to Meg. I think it's dope that she actually went back to school. I'm getting tired of seeing people get all these honorary degrees.
Yeah.
Just because you donated to school.
J.R. Smith had a 4.0.
Right.
Shut up. J.R. Smith go to y'all school. Well, he just playing golf. Oh no, he got to play golf. Oh, okay. He probably smoking. They probably drug testing in college.
Nah, I don't think so. His lips black as hell.
He's definitely smoking, but I want to know how he's
definitely
passing the drug test.
He got money. They look past that.
Right. He probably not taking them.
Yeah, he probably doing online classes or some shit. He getting by.
No, he's a
ain't
golf
no way he gotta-
athlete. You don't know JR play golf at
Yeah, I
A&T?
know he play golf, but I'm just like
he's
Getting by.
yeah, his academic scholarships or his academic progress
He
ain't
ain't
got
got
nothing to do
no
with him.
scholarship.
His academic progress ain't got nothing to do with him playing golf.
No, but to play golf,
Right.
he's an NCAA athlete. They drug test for that, him being an athlete. So I want to know who is taking his test for him. Yo, whoever at A&T is taking his test for him, please let me know.
Let us know.
And I won't tell nobody.
You don't do drugs.
You're gonna get back on here and tell
I know.
everybody.
I can pee for him.
You don't need. Oh, well, yeah, you can get a little check by peeing for him.
Yeah. He probably can get it cheaper because I have to drive up to Greensboro, pee for him.
Oh, so
He gonna do the whole thing. He like, I'm gonna drive up to Greensboro.
I need a hotel.
Look,
I
you
need
got to
somewhere to
pay for
stay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got him. I do it for him.
Yeah, whatever.
I got to figure out what clean pee go for nowadays. $75? It go for something. I got to figure it out. All right. I want everybody to give us 2 goals that you got for 2022. All right.
Don't start with me.
Darnell, 2 goals.
I can give you one, and then she gonna go, and then she
Okay,
give one, and then we're gonna do
we
2.
do round. One of your goals needs to be lowering my price of my haircuts, but go ahead.
One of my goals is gonna be making more investments, trying to figure out how my money can grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
They doing a little Bitcoin scam on Instagram.
I'm not going into no Bitcoin. I'm not going into no Forex. I'm not going into none of that.
How you know
And
she
stop
don't
hitting me up on Instagram.
How you know she don't do neither one of
I'm
them?
sorry.
I don't. But
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I've been asked about Forex a lot.
Yeah,
They aggressive.
they really
Let me tell you,
aggressive.
people that really
Yeah,
are into
really.
it are really
Serious.
aggressive
I'm not
to the
doing
point
it.
where you be like,
And I'm not sending you $700. I'm not sending you $700 so you can send me $1,500 on Cash App. I'm not doing that.
Scam of all time.
listen, y'all, let me tell y'all this real quick. I saw something on TikTok yesterday, and it was this guy, and he had been trying to scam a scammer for almost a year. So the guy was like, if you send me $5 on Cash App,
Yeah.
you'll get $10. The guy sent him $5. He never got the $10 back. So for at least 9 months, he kept messaging the guy like, you never sent me my other $5. And finally, the scammer was like, he told him that he had Bitcoin. And he was like, I wanted to flip the Bitcoin, but because you didn't flip my $5, like, we're not going to do it. And so, long story short, the scammer ended up cash apping him the other $5. And I was just like, this went on for a whole year.
Right.
Where he was like, they was communicating
He was
back and
pressed
forth.
about $5.
Rest. He was like, I'm gonna get my extra $5.
You gotta get it. Give us your goal.
You gotta be adamant.
I would say
you good.
it may not be like a super great goal, right?
It's all right. A goal is a goal.
But a goal for me is I have a clinical exam that I have to take.
Ooh.
So my goal is that by June I'll take it, pass it, done.
Yeah.
I can
Take it, pass it, done.
I can take your
That
test
test
for you.
is a beast.
Yeah.
Test is
I
a
did
beast.
intro to psychology.
Yeah, test is the beast.
I did intro. I didn't pass, but I got it.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I don't know if that's gonna suffice for this
I went to
test.
class, and I used to show up early to class. Nothing's worse when you show up to class early and you ready. And so I get there, and my professor, he said, "Can I see you in class after this?" in my office? I said, "Yeah, man. You know, it's good." And he said, "You know what, Gavin, you did better this time. You got a 47 on the exam." And I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You're on your way." He said, "What else would you like to do in your life?"
At least he was like trying to help you figure that out.
I said, "Well, I always like computers and I take pictures." He said, "I think you should go speak to somebody in the computer department." And I was like,
At least he was real with you.
he was like, he asked me some other question. He's like, "I feel like you get the material, but it's not translating to the grades. And unfortunately, you can't get a degree if it doesn't translate." And so I looked at him. I was like, that's a nice way of putting it. I changed my major that next semester.
Absolutely.
That was a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I still ain't use that computer degree. I'm a photographer though, and I'm pretty cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I took your pictures. I took pictures of your husband. I took his pictures before. I took pictures of his wife.
You took pictures of my friend's wedding.
She is the homie.
I've been with him shooting in the gym for a long period of time. Shamir's.
Here we go.
Green.
He has.
Junior
He was
Bacon Productions.
He was one of my first clients.
What that video we did day 27?
Inappropriate. One of my goals. So my goal next year, I want to get a studio. Even though I have this, but I want a actual photography studio. I really been looking into it. I will say this: commercial real estate in Charlotte is tough. It's like if you don't got freaking $3,000 a month, then it's just like, okay, buddy, what you want to do? And it sucks. Are you from here?
I'm not.
Okay, it sucks. But you've been here for a while, right?
I've been here 3 years?
Oh, so you just got
that's
here.
not a while.
Yeah, I ain't been here that long.
You got 7 more years until we call you a Charlottean.
Yeah, your husband's from here.
Yeah, he from
so
here.
he knows. And me and him had this conversation when we first met, and I was telling him. Well, I'm telling y'all now, so it doesn't matter. But it's tough being from Charlotte, and you see the city grow, and you think you going to like that nice side. You going to a certain side of town, like, oh, I should be able to get a good lease over here, and you get over there and realize like, oh, it's expensive over here too. It's like, it's just doing that. So hopefully by next year, I get a studio and we make it happen. All right. What's another goal you got? To lower my price for Gavin.
No, I'm not
That
lowering
is
your
not
damn
it.
price.
That ain't
and
it.
that's not a goal. That's not
That's
a goal.
something that you might want, but
Right.
it don't seem like
Nah,
that's
ain't no
gonna
goal of
happen.
mine. Another goal is
I hate him.
I don't know, man. Just being a good father to my soon to be. Me and my wife trying to have kids. So
He ain't even shot the club up yet. He talking
You know.
about it. But you know what?
funny you
Ambition
say
is
that.
good.
I heard one of my clients, and this may be off the record or inappropriate, but one of my clients
It's
said,
on the record.
One of my clients said you gotta shoot it up and you gotta lift her legs up and shake her.
Not a shaker. That's a good goal. I was actually gonna say something related to that. Me and my husband don't have kids yet, so
Yeah.
that's our goal for 2020.
Goal for 2022 is having a baby.
Nothing.
Before.
You know, I tell everybody, I'm so glad we waited. We had fun our first year of marriage. We was planning on doing our second year. Then this fool goes and get married. So I had to wait. I had to push off my
man.
baby for him.
Rena didn't want to be
You see
pregnant
the
at my wedding.
You see the sacrifice I make for him?
Ooh,
She didn't want to be pregnant at my wedding, and she didn't want to be pregnant in her bridesmaid's dress because she was a bridesmaid too. So
yeah, I can
she was
see
like, "I want to be the only fat girl up there with
that. I
a
can see
belly."
that because I'm in 3 weddings next year.
See?
and,
Really?
but I still want to be pregnant, so I'm gonna be pregnant. I'm gonna be pregnant for somebody wedding.
Yeah, just do it for one.
Yeah, whatever.
And so,
Probably one at the end of the year.
and it was cool though. Like it was cool to like have those 2 years. Me and her, we had fun. We get to now we know each other's schedules. You've been knowing your wife for the longest, so and it's
Yeah.
cool. Y'all be good. Y'all got these years in, so y'all good. All right, your next goal. I did sacrifice for you.
That was it.
though.
I think she said it was along the lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that shaking shit. Sorry, excuse my language. We've been cussing.
He said just shake her up and he
can't
said
shake
get up
your wife.
like you got to do
That's
the
assault. He's
on
saying
top
that's- he's saying
position.
that's gonna help.
And he said once you shoot it up, you got to like grab her legs. And he was like, don't like tell her like what you gonna do. Just say this some new shit I found out. And I'm like,
And
how
it's
the
gonna
fuck?
work?
I said, how that's gonna work?
Right, because she's gonna look at you.
She gonna be looking at me
you're
like, what the hell you doing? He
Yeah.
said, yeah, just let her head lean back on the pillow, grab her by her legs, and just shake it up. Shake like how you take the turkey out the pack before Thanksgiving
my
before you
God.
put it.
So,
Don't worry about it.
So here's the inappropriate part. I'm going to chop up that. I'm going to erase me and see out of this whole video. And I'm going to post you.
Come on, man.
And your wife is going to put that in the group chat.
Nah, she
in our
not.
group chat. And
My wife
she's going
don't
to be
look-
like, what the hell did y'all let him
She don't
say
look
that?
at all these.
Why did y'all let him say that?
She don't look at all these, so we
Absolutely.
good.
Oh, she going to listen to this.
Nah, she
I'm going to tell her the timestamp.
Nah.
My goal for next year besides that is not to get my wife pregnant.
Huh? Okay.
I don't want to back-to-back this. Shout out to Jason.
I got you.
Streeter, he hit me up and me and him was talking. He was like, bro, don't back-to-back them kids, bro. He's like, you'll be a zombie.
But okay, with Sierra here, I got a question. How do you, if that's your wife and you've been doing the same thing, and I'm not trying
Birth
to
control.
get too intimate, but if y'all been doing the
Birth
same
control.
thing, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
They
you
said
like,
it worked.
because she gonna be like, why you pulling?
How old are your kids?
He's only 4 months.
4 months?
In 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to back-to-back it. Bro, we just now starting to get good sleep.
Man, it's funny you say that. I'm open to back to back. Like maybe not like too early, but definitely within like like 2 years.
year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Year
yeah,
or
yeah.
two.
2
Like,
years, yeah.
I'm gonna be ready again.
Oh yeah. We definitely trying to knock this out 2023.
Yeah.
But we try.
But not like now.
Nah, man. Like we just now getting good sleep, bro. He'll wake up at like 4 talking, and it's like it's cute.
I know y'all like zombies.
Yeah, it's cute at first, and then you just like, all right, let's go back to sleep, and he's giggling, talking, and that thing died over there. I gotta go get your camera anyway. But all right, last thing, and Darnell, I'm gonna let you go so I can get her camera.
All right.
What do you want for Christmas? Give me one thing. Make it good. Don't make it whack.
Well, is it already what I got for Christmas, or is it what I want for Christmas? Because I want a lot of shit
Can't wait
for
to
Christmas.
tell y'all what I want.
Oh God.
I want a lot of shit for Christmas, man.
What?
All right, so I'm gonna go down the list because hold on.
Down the list.
Yeah, I bought a paper actually for this. Nah, I ain't got no paper, but what I want for Christmas? Let's see. Outside of what I already got and what I already asked my wife for. I was riding my bike. I have a motorcycle, guys, for people who don't know. I was riding my bike. I went to the gas station. I have this cross bag. And with this cross bag, I was putting gas in the car. I had my wallet. It's a Louis V wallet. It's a coin pouch. I had my wallet. So I put gas in the tank. I thought I zipped my cross bag back up. I get to the house. My whole cross bag is unzipped and there's nothing in the pouch. So I'm like, what? Whoa. Wait. Like, it's not, I don't even care about none of the cars that was in this LV wallet. But being that my wife gave me this pouch when I was, I think on my 27th birthday, she gave me this LV wallet and I've had it since then. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like I can't live without it. I did go and buy another wallet, but I'm just like, yo, I want that. I want that for Christmas. But I see that I'm probably have to get it myself because, I'm not asking my wife for nothing else because we did just come from Jamaica for our anniversary and my birthday, my 30th.
And women be good with like, yo, I already bought you that once.
Yeah. And that's what she said. She was like, I already bought you that again. I'm not going to buy you that shit again for you to lose it again. I'm like, you know what? You got a point.
Said that.
You got a point. So I got to buy the shit myself.
No, we got to stick as men together. They don't have a point.
Oh, okay. Well, Sierra, you don't have a point.
No, I get it though. I get where she's coming from.
Right.
No. What you want for Christmas?
I'm probably not gonna get this for Christmas.
Oh gosh.
Put it in the atmosphere.
But I want a new car for Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, that's big. You jumping high.
Yeah, I want a new car for
You
Christmas.
just drive down there.
You said, yo, when you go high, we go higher.
Yeah, I want a new car. That's on my Christmas list.
So we need to cut this part up and give it to him.
Yeah,
by
so
tomorrow.
he can go ahead and see that.
Make sure y'all go to the liquor store before tomorrow. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve.
I need to make sure I go there today.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing for New Year's? I'm sorry. What you want for Christmas?
Oh, nothing.
Really?
I want a camera lens, but I ain't getting that. My wife can't buy me that. I mean, she could, but it's like it'll be smart for my business to buy it so I can write it off. That's the other problem. But other than that, I need a car.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can go together.
Look,
Vladimir.
Let's get that.
You get mine and you get yours, and we good.
Hold on, wait. He said you get mine and you get yours.
I caught that one.
Come on, man. Come on, I do a therapy session with you.
Nah.
Can you imagine me sitting down?
Shoot. Hey, can we come together? Can we be the exemption
Can y'all?
for couples therapy?
Absolute, because we got beef.
Yeah, can we be the
Yeah,
exemption?
because he wants you to lower the price for this
Right.
haircut.
Yes.
He's not lowering the price for this haircut. He not understanding the boundary that you put in place. He
Be my
not
voice of
hearing it.
reason. Voice of reason. You gonna be my voice of reason.
Yeah, we got issues. We got friendship stuff.
Yeah.
Because when he books me for a photo shoot, he yells at me. Then he wants extra edits. He don't never be on time.
He messed up my engagement shoot.
No.
Your engagement or proposal?
My engagement proposal
Talking about in New Orleans or in Charlotte?
in New Orleans.
I ain't messed it up. He messed it up. I told him what to do, and it rained. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, messed it up.
And then everybody was there. I tell. All right, this is the problem me and Darnell have. I tell Darnell stuff, and he has admitted this. So, and I got the tapes to prove it because every day he lived with me, I recorded everything that happened.
Oh gosh.
He has a thing where he has to figure out stuff himself.
Okay.
So I tell Darnell, yo, if I was you, I wouldn't go left. And he like,
I'm gonna go left.
I just
anyway.
got
I need
to
to see what
what's
it's
up.
gonna be like.
What's down
I
there?
figured it out.
And he'll do that. And then
And I
I be
just figured
sitting
it
there
out.
when he
So
come
that
back,
happened when y'all was in New Orleans then?
kind of.
Nah.
But
There's a
here's
lot
the
of
other
other
thing.
stuff that
It's
go with that, but,
everything else, all the other times that I was right that he don't want to admit to. And mind you, the one thing he got on me is I said, yo, bruh, I will wait to go to barber school. He was like, nah. And he was right. And I tell him that.
It's some other stuff, but we got so many that I just can't even bring back up. So
I was right about every girl he dated.
Nah.
And what?
Nah.
Okay, your first girl, she was nice. I didn't know she was crazy.
Mind you, I've only dated 3 girls in my life.
Okay.
Dated 3 girls in my life.
Dated, talked to. We're not doing this in front of the therapist. She ain't got time for us.
Right, I'm over here like,
Sierra, what you and your husband doing for New Year's?
We chilling. We ain't gonna do too much because we trying to move in
I'm
February.
trying to find some plans.
Oh, there y'all go.
So we trying to move.
Yeah.
So we know that if we go do anything, that's gonna start dipping into our money that we gonna need to get.
Y'all looking for a crib? It's one right across the street from me.
For real?
It really is.
Cause like we in our
Junior crib.
We need to get out of
They
this
moved out?
apartment.
They moved back to the DR.
Yeah.
Everything is going up. Our apartment, we in
Price.
a 2-bedroom, and when I tell y'all, they going up to 1,750, 1,800, and I'm like,
That's a house. That's a mortgage.
That's what I said.
Shoot.
We gotta go.
Absolutely
we can't
not.
stay here.
And you got your realtor.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, we can't stay here.
Is that crossing lines?
Yeah.
Her husband's
I'm
a
gonna
realtor.
say no. I'm gonna say no in
That's
this
crossing
sense.
lines.
I'm
That's
saying
crossing.
no.
That's boundaries. We just talked about
We
boundaries. this whole
did,
po-
but I mean,
wow.
what better way
breaking
to get a
rules.
house than through him?
Wow.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Wow.
are we gonna let somebody else kind of reap the benefits?
I can be y'all realtor.
Stop it.
Okay, now.
Look, all right. Before we get out of here, this is the part of the podcast where it can go bad or it can go right. We have the expose yourself question of the day, where our guest has to read off a question, and she has to answer it, and all of us have to answer it, and then she's got to let us know what her question is going to be in the notebook. Or you can leave that out.
You put the question in?
I haven't put a question in there.
Oh, so she ain't got to tell us. So yes, what is your question?
So I'm going back and forth between 2.
We can do both.
Okay, so
That's how it
the
always
first
goes.
one is one celebrity you can't stand.
Okay, who can't you stand?
I can't stand.
Oh my God.
I cannot stand Tiffany Haddish. When I
What'd she
say,
do to you?
I don't know. It's just something about her that really kind of
like her
Hurt
laugh?
you.
It's just something about her that I just can't really get with.
Okay, so you gotta mute like 3 good movies. Girls Trip was good actually.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But
That was a good movie.
I didn't know it was a
even
good
like that.
movie.
I feel like anything with her, I'm like,
I like Night School too though. The one with Kevin Hart and Tiffany.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It was okay. But
Yeah.
still, every time she was on, I was like,
What'd she do to you?
Maybe it's
not
just her
anything
voice.
that she did. I think
She
it's
took
just
Jamal from her.
I think it's I think it's just I don't know. It's something about her that I just cannot. I just can't.
Who can't you stand, Darnell?
Terrence fucking J.
What?
What's wrong with Terrence J? He an Aggie.
Right.
I don't like him.
What he do to you?
He's so lame and corny to me. I just don't like corny niggas. I don't like
Terrence
corny
J.
niggas.
I like Terrence J.
Terrence cool.
It might be because he
Why y'all like him from 106?
Nah, cause when he was at 106, he Bentley's that's in Greensboro. I was taking pictures there at the club, and Terrence J was there, and I was like about to take a picture, and he was like, "Yo, no pictures, bro." I was like, "Bro, you just on 106 is cool." Then he saw I was actually the photographer. He was like, "Not till I'm working. Then you could take my picture."
I think
what
what solidified my dislike for him is when he played in Think Like a Man,
Never saw that one.
and he was
What?
a mama's boy.
I ain't got time for all that.
I was just like, oh my God,
That
this
just
is
solidified it for
this.
you?
Yes,
I heard it was a good movie,
does.
though.
I do
It was.
not
I
like
liked
Terrence
the
J.
movie.
I mean, I like the movie,
But you was like,
but I was every time it got to his part in the movie, I was just like, nah, I just can't. You just corny to me, bro. And I just don't like. You feel like you'll be Drake. You feel like you can be Drake friend in person. Like you feel like y'all could be friends.
He can be my homeboy now.
He's corny. Drake's corny.
Yeah, Drake is a cornball.
Yeah,
but
he's
he's
a
cool.
cornball.
I feel like I will go party with Drake though.
I definitely would. I mean, look at all the people he had, coming to his parties.
I'll be there. One person I can't stand is Derrick Rose, the basketball player. I can't stand, bro.
Why? He whined too much? He cried too much?
It was something about him getting injured. First of all, he came into the league. He had no jumper. He was just an athletic point guard. Cool, bad, whatever. You was torching, so I'm cool with that. Then he gets paid this $90 million contract. He gets injured for 2 years that he doesn't play. And the first thing they say, like, hey, it's almost time for your contract to be up. He was like, yeah, I want another max deal. And I was like, bro, you've done nothing to earn the first. Like, you can't do that. And I was like, it's so disrespectful. And then he kept saying it. And then they been shipping his little ass around. And I still just don't like him. He never did nothing to me.
He's
I
stationary
actually
now,
met
ain't he?
him.
He's played for what?
He's played for the Knicks
He
again.
played for Knicks?
And I met him one time, and I was so mad when I opened up the door and he was right there. And I was just like, I used to work at a hotel. And so when I was there, and he walked in. Oh, excuse me. I walked in his room, and he was. First of all, we the same height, which made me mad, which led me to believe that one day I could have been a basketball player if my parents would have been active. And that didn't happen. And then I was like looking at him eye to eye. And I was just like, whatever, bro. But I couldn't man up to say it right then. You know what I'm saying? Because what if he would have hit me? I would have had to whoop his ass.
Probably would have stole off on you.
What's your second question?
The second one is, what was your ex's toxic traits?
Oh my God. Podcast over.
I'm gonna let one of y'all go first with that one.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me hear what was some of the.
My God.
What was the toxic
My
trait?
ex wanted to. Never mind. Go ahead, Darnell. You gotta
why
go
you
first.
gotta
You
let
the
me
guest.
go?
You the guest.
All right.
If you want me to step out on the ledge, I step out on the ledge.
Go ahead.
We don't need him to actually say anything about his ex toxic trait because, it could be a rant that could go for another hour. And we don't need that. But, I'm just going to let y'all know, it's just going to be real short and sweet, that my ex was insecure about what I did and where I went and who I hung out with. That's it. I shot myself in the foot because we actually worked together. And as men, we want our space. And if we're not married or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to hang out with our boys. We should be able to go play basketball.
Y'all like worked
we
together.
worked, like my cubicle was like right here and she sat like right here. Oh. I could stand up literally and see her. And when I would actually go home, this was I was living with Gavin. I would go home and she'd be like, "You coming over tonight?" I was like, "I just saw you."
Like I just
all day.
You.
Like you knew when I went to go use the bathroom. You knew what food I got. And like, so when I come over there, it's like we not talking about nothing. The only thing we doing is getting jiggy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
He couldn't even hang with me.
I couldn't even hang with Gavin because she was like, "Yo, like you hang with him more than you hang with me." I was like, "He's my roommate."
But we hang together all day at work.
Right. So I'm like, yo, but she was just insecure.
He calls
that's
a strain.
40 hours.
That's it, man. That was her talk. Outside of that, she was cool.
He calls a strain on our relationship.
Shut up.
You want to go?
That was it.
I'm gonna say.
She's insecure.
Tell us about Jamal.
His name is not Jamal, but I'm gonna just say he was a piece of work. Like just overall, just in general, was a piece of work to the point that it was just. Remember we talked about Summer Walker, me and blind in the beginning. That was me. I was.
You was
blind.
in the McDonald's line.
I was blind until I could finally see, and then I had to like run up out of there. Like he lied real bad.
Oh, you had a liar.
Yeah, he lied.
That's his toxic trait. Did he always lie, or would he lie about certain?
He would lie
lie, or
about
you just didn't know the truth?
No, he would lie about certain things. And it would just be like, I already know. Like, you know how when they say if a woman asks you something, be honest.
Oh, she already know. Yeah. But y'all don't. But I mean, y'all do.
Yeah, you know.
Compulsive.
And he gonna lie about it and you like.
Nigga, I know. Nigga, just tell me.
Just tell me the truth.
He didn't lie. You just didn't know the truth.
No, I knew the truth. I already knew.
And the truth set her free. That's why she married right now.
The truth set me free.
Coke, make it short.
Make it short, because he said you could be here for an hour.
Another hour. I know, but I was there through his whole ex.
I'm not even gonna talk about her.
Okay, go ahead.
My ex was a victim. No matter what, she was a victim in something. It was always the victim. Victim. She had to be the victim. It had to be about her. It had to be.
Damn, that's a good question right there.
That was.
She's the one who. Okay, so clearly I'm talking about who he told me not to talk about.
He knew you was gonna do it too. He like, yeah.
What other one would you be talking about?
I was lying. I was trying to lie.
All right, go ahead.
The point is she's the one who like go to let's say somebody died and she going to the funeral. She had to be sadder than the family.
Oh my God.
She's one of those. And so I used to be there like
drama queen.
I was like, what are we doing here?
I know somebody that's kind of like that to a certain extent, and yeah.
I remember one time I got a phone call because somebody had died, and I was told that I hate this person. Like I hate that she hated this person. Like I hate him, and she called me like 4 a.m. It was over and over, and it was. I hate when women cry. That shit get on my nerves.
Yeah.
And I was just, and it was annoying. But yes, she was a victim. Shout out to her.
Nah,
God bless.
What
Future said?
He said, pray for her.
Pray for, yes. Absolutely.
Look, pray for her.
Pray for her, man.
Yo, I want to.
Questions.
Yeah, it's some raunchy.
I'm gonna have to put.
You gotta add one. See, when
I'm gonna add 2.
Yeah, we got a pen over there for you. First of all, I want to thank you for coming.
I'm just happy to be here.
Sorry that Darnell showed up late, and that's why we started behind. You know what I'm saying? He's usually never here, so I'm sorry.
I was actually here Never mind.
Yeah.
The point is this. We started late because of me. But the point is this. I want to thank you for coming. So please tell people how they can find you, book you, website, whatever you want them to know.
Yes. So if you want to find me,
Okay.
I am on the registry for Therapy for Black Girls. I love that registry because if you're looking for a Black therapist, that's where you got to go.
Say it again.
Therapyforblackgirls.com. And it's going to be under the practice Innovative Lifestyle Network.
Cool.
So you can go to innovativelifestylenetwork.com and you can schedule a consultation. I'm open to, if you just want to meet, have a conversation and see if it'll be a good fit for you. I'm open to that too. Or you can send me an email at millennialtherapist2020@gmail.com.
And me and Darnell are going to be your first couple.
Yep.
Okay, y'all
Couple.
come on.
We did exemption. Because she said, y'all, she don't do couples therapy.
I don't.
But,
But I'll make an exemption for y'all because it
Thank
sounds like
you.
there's a lot of underlying
It's a lot of
issues
tension
that
here.
we gotta resolve.
We gotta pull the blanket off of.
We do.
My haircuts need to go back down to $20
And they're not.
with a $5 tip.
You might as well cancel that.
I'm going to just
Might
go
as well
back to
cancel.
cutting it myself and he going to be mad.
No,
Absolutely.
you gonna be mad.
No, I'm going to keep tagging. I'm
Yeah,
going to tag
exactly.
him.
He gonna be mad.
I'm going to tag him and be like, this is Darnell's work.
Nah.
They're gonna be like,
I
yeah,
wish
no,
you
I don't
would.
believe that. They're not gonna believe
I'm gonna
it.
take a picture of my iPhone and then post it and say this is your work.
I will call it spam and get it deleted. How can people find you?
IG, Instagram, Sharp as Nails is SHARP_AS_NELLZ. If you do want to book, do not text me because my number is on the website. Do not text me. The link is in my bio. Do not text me because I will not respond, and do not DM me either. I won't respond to you. So
That's why you don't respond to my DMs.
no, well I do actually, but it's only when I get off work. Like I try to catch up. It's crazy when I go home and my wife be like, "What you doing?" and I be at the counter like just scrolling through Instagram because
Get that
I just
time.
been out of the loop all day.
Trying to get caught up.
Trying to get caught up because
Gotta
she
get on
might
that
want to
time.
talk about something, to me, and I'm like, I ain't hear that.
I ain't heard that yet.
And you like, damn, bro, everybody been talking about it today. I'm like, well, I was working. I didn't. So
No,
I got to
get
catch
that.
up real quick.
No, I get
So,
that. That's me every night.
Right.
I want to thank both of y'all for coming. One person wasn't supposed to be here. Next time we'll do it on the
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Sierra, you was not supposed to be here.
Oh Lord.
And we appreciate you. Tell your husband I said hello. Tell your wife I said hello. And we're going to holler at y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what a gunshot said in this. Sorry, I didn't mean to be
Man, you should
ghetto.
have let me do the outro music.